about? No, non-government. Non-government. Passing no more, no Biafra, no freedom. Ndị agbawu mmadụ maka onye a na-agwa site atọ ma ụfọdụ ada anọ. Non-government agbawu mmadụ agbawu AVG. Onye agba ihe.
Just watch it. Life will go.
Sit at home. Fasiri no Biafra, no freedom. Oh yeah, Akuru. Fama BVG do attack now. Yeah, vigilante in Ubo now. Live in Ubo. Live in Ubo. Live in Ubo. Non-government attack Ubo vigilance right now. In Ubo. Passing no Biafra, no freedom. Oh yeah, Nebu. Sit at home. Sit at home. Sit at home. Sit at home. Live in Ubo. Ubo Mosquetas Vigilance Group. Ubo Mosquetas Vigilance Group. Ubo Mosquetas Vigilance Group was attacked. Hey!
So, my lovers of freedom fighters, the great land of Biafra, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, this is the current information that is happening in Igbo, Anambra State. This is the current situation in Anambra State. The fact is that no matter how the Nigerian politicians and Nigerian government try to use propaganda regarding the release of Mazen Nadekalo, this will continue to happen. This will continue to happen because they are the cause of the insecurity. What is there? Release this man and all these insecurities will stop. Release this man and all these insurgencies will stop. Now look at what is happening in Anambra State now. These were the so-called vigilante group that are working against the Biafra Liberation Army. These vigilante groups were formed by these same politicians. Now, this one that have died now. So what are they going to tell their families now? Because the Igbos keep allowing themselves to be used by these Fulani Janjaweeds. Tell me why you as an Igbo man or you as a vigilante group will come to fight against the People's Army. These politicians will give you peanuts. They will give you peanuts and they will force you to go and do what you cannot do. What your forefathers cannot do. What your fathers cannot do. You can never defeat the People's Army. Monday is sit at home all over Southeast until the release Mazen Nadekalo. They know what to do. They know what to do. These so-called politicians went ahead and told us few months back that they are going to go and meet the president to beg on the president on behalf of the release of Mazen Nadekalo. Till date, we have not heard anything from them. Now they are using these security groups. They are using the Bubago. They are using the military. They are using the police. They are using the vigilante groups to try and stop this at home. But this is how the Biafran Defensive Force will keep neutralizing them because they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. For how long will this keep happening? For how long will this keep happening? All we are saying is release Mazen Nadekalo so that there will be peace in Southeast, because this insecurity we are talking about is being caused by these same people. This insecurity we are talking about is being caused by these same people. Now let me show you another video. This one is in Enugu. No matter all the whole threat that this particular state government in Enugu have threatened the people about Monday lockdown and Monday sit at home, look at what is happening currently in Enugu now. There is sit at home in Enugu. So it's happening in Owerri. So it's happening in Oka. So it's happening everywhere. So don't be a scapegoat by allowing these politicians to use you. Now look at this next video I'm about to play now. This is still Enugu. Very, very peaceful. Sit at home. The Biafrans are respecting themselves and they're sitting at home because these people must be taught a lesson. These people must be taught a lesson. Well, why are they still keeping Mazen Nadekalo in custody? They're talking about peace. They want to bring in peace to the Southeast. Why are they still keeping him in custody? Why can't you release him to allow the peace to flow in Southeast? Because you are benefiting from the insecurity. Because the security levy or the security bills that they give the state government, Southeast own is now very, very high. Or you as a commander, or you as a general, they are being posted to Southeast. They will give you high money because you will tell them that there is so many insurgency in Southeast. Because you guys are benefiting from the insecurity. We keep saying these things with proof. You can check back our previous broadcast, then you understand what we are talking about. We keep saying all these things with proof. These guys are the ones benefiting from these insecurities in Southeast. They are the ones benefiting. They are the ones benefiting. Because tell me why you don't want to release Martin Nadekalo. Tell me why you don't want to release him. You just kept him in DSS custody over 4 years now. Over 4 years now. No trial, nothing. So you want the Igbos to fold their hands and be looking at you. When your own government has failed. When Tinubu government is sinking day by day. So that is the situation we have found ourselves now. And we'll keep praying that after 2nd of December, the Nigerian state will understand what we're talking about. They will understand what we're talking about. Because gradually, believe me, we must surely do everything possible to make them release Mazen Nadekalo. It's getting to another year. The year is coming to an end. No trial, nothing. And you want to keep people to keep quiet. You are the ones causing the insecurity. Now, look at this other video I'm about to share now. Then you understand what we are talking about. Then you understand. This is another part of Enugu. Then you know how peaceful the people have decided to obey the governor of Southeast. And the governor of Southeast is who? Is Simon Ekpa. Because whatever Simon Ekpa says, that is what the people of Southeast will obey. Because the people have lost hope in the Nigerian state. Nigeria is sinking. And the only solution to Nigerian problem is division. That is the only solution. So Nigeria will keep sinking. Now look at this other video I'm about to play now. So you can see this video I played now. This is another part of Enugu. You can see how quiet, how everybody locks their shop. Because the people have lost hope in the state government. The people have lost hope in the federal government. That is it. The people have lost hope in the Nigerian state completely. This is a main market in Enugu. This is a very, very strong market. This is a very, very popular place in Enugu. You can see how dry the place is. So, my people, no matter how hard the Nigerian government try to sabotage this movement, let them keep pretending that they don't know what is happening. They always pretend, and they are pretending that they don't know what is happening in Southeast because they think they can use their troops of soldiers to deliver the Southeast. They think it's by sending thousands of soldiers to Southeast is the only remedy to solve this solution. Forgetting what is happening in the North. Remember, a new terrorist group have emerged in the North Central, and they have taken over so many local governments in the North. Have been taken over by these bandits, by these new terrorist groups. It's raining heavily in North. Even in Boronu, the so-called Boronu is raining heavily in Boronu. Because the Nigerian state say that they have conquered Boronu, that Boronu is now very, very peaceful. But I'm telling you now that it's raining heavily in Boronu. Because these particular groups can never swipe away. Nigeria is a terrorist state. That is the fact. And that is why we are trying to separate ourselves. And that is why we are trying to liberate ourselves from these people. Now, listen to this video. As we draw close to 2nd of December, so many opinions have been shared. These are what we encountered in the street of Abia State, where we interviewed people, asking them their opinion about 2nd of December and their opinion about the liberation of Biafra. Now, listen.
Significance as a potential turning point in the long-running struggle for Biafran independence. Rooted in a history that dated back to 1967, the Biafra movement continues to rally those who believe that one day the Southeast will achieve the freedom it has long sought. As the crucial date approaches, anticipation is building. Could this be a moment Biafra finally becomes an independent nation? Are the aspirations of its supporters legitimate? And what are the driving forces behind this renewed call for secession? We took to the streets to hear what Nigerians think about the possibility of Biafran's independence.
It will be very good, but it will spoil a lot of things in this country. As you can see, the country is meandering. what I mean, meandering, the country is shaking. You know, having this independence, it will cost a lot of things. You know, when you look into their story, when the Biafra was having a serious problem, you know, many lives lost, and they killed different souls. So having independence, you know, is not going to be something of having it in peace. To be in pieces.
Cognizance the fact that there is unity in strength, like the broom symbolizes. It will pay us more if we do not split. But if you look at the marginal causes of the complaints by the Igbos, they have been marginalized since the Civil War. They were given 20 pounds, irrespective of how much you had. They have been marginalized, they have been stultified, they have been, they have been pressed down. So you cannot blame them. Look at what's happening to Nnamdi Kanu. They have refused to release him. I do not subscribe to Nnamdi Kanu's antics in totality, but look at Igboho. They have allowed Igboho go home. And there are other agitators. Ariwa people are also agitating. So what's the big deal?
Well, the call for Biafra independence is actually not something new. It's something that has been going on. I wasn't there when they fought the Biafran war, and with all that I have gathered so far, with all the information, I feel the reason for this call, for this growing Biafra independence that is growing right now, is as a result of non-government inclusiveness.
They stay, but the issue is it actually one Nigeria? Is it one love? These are the issues that we are battling with ever since that one might think of otherwise. You know, if they are carving out, like me, I will not be included. I will not be part of Biafra, but if things will continue going like this and there is a way out for them, let them go and leave us so that we'll suffer our own. And if you have opportunity to go abroad, that time going to Biafra is abroad. I can go and join them and do. I know they will be better than what Nigeria is now.
We understand, but it's a spirit. You understand? Every Igbo man, you know, has sympathy for the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? When you feel that you're marginalized in any way, there's no way you will not want to express yourself. And those guys are just trying to express themselves. You understand? They have always been peaceful until lately when we started hearing about issues of violence because they were being attacked directly on every time. You understand? So I don't know, everything depends on the government, you know. Even the United Nations, this thing, give countries the right, you know, to self-determination. You understand what I'm saying? But you cannot just say you want to have your independence. You know, there must be consent of the country where you belong to. These are some of the issues. You get what I mean? But you see, it's part of the pressure on the system to make sure that people that feel marginalized are made to be part of the system. You get what I mean? So that's just it. You know, I don't have anything against the call for Biafra.
Igbos should be addressed. It should be addressed. Nnamdi Kanu should be released. What has he done that cannot be pardoned? What about the Boko Harams and all that are, you know, pardoned and brought back into the military and they sabotage all the efforts of the military and all that? They should, you know, I understand the Igbos, you know, but I'm not supporting their antics, you know, in totality, but I support their agitation. You know, you cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. So that is my take.
Decides to split today, Nigeria will no longer be the giant of Africa. So I believe that what government should do right away now is get the people of the Southeast included in governance. Nigeria should stop this sectionalism where two major ethnic tribes keep ruling the country over and over. They should try and give somebody from the Southeast a chance to rule this country, and it is for the betterment of all. So if these things can be looked at, inclusive governance, I believe the cause for this sectionalization will go down.
From government to do for Biafra people, they should settle them. And settle them should not be in problem. It should be in a consideration. They should sit down and ask them what is their major point. If not to share country is their point, we should look into this both sides. Sharing this country, is it going to be good for us? It's something that will be in agreement, not by having a problem. So let government to call their attention and do the needful for them, so that them as will benefit from this country, because we are all Nigerians. There's nowhere they can run to. So if the country is not settled, nobody will be happy. We are all Nigerians. So the government should look into their matters. That's their right.
People who are advocating for Biafra independence have a legitimate reason why they shouldn't be part of this relationship. Because I call this a relationship because it was Nigeria was named as a country by an amalgamation. An amalgamation is bringing.
So that is it. You can see people's opinion. You can see people's opinion regarding what we want after 2nd of December. And believe me, we'll keep praying. I will keep interceding, begging the foreign countries, begging the international communities to come to our aid. Because we cannot do this alone. We need to be liberated from the zoo. They can't just Islamize all the whole states in the Nigeria state. That is why we are seeking for our liberation. That is why we want to be divided from the zoo. Believe me, more videos are coming up today. Today is very, very hot. It's very, very hot. Stay tuned and subscribe.